And as you can see in front of you, we have the very popular, and you can say the recent the latest entry into the affordable smartphone segment in India, and everybody is talking about this phone. It's nothing new, but still it's the first look of the Redmi Note 7 Pro right in front of you. The box you are seeing in front of you is not the retail box, so anyone who's buying the Redmi Note 7 Pro won't be getting this box. But yeah, this is the reviewer's box, and we have got a chance to unbox this device in this box. So without further ado, let's see how's the phone. And for those who don't know, this is the first Redmi Note phone which has opted for a glass body. So there's glass on front, glass on back, and as you can see, a brief specification. It has a 48 megapixel camera plus 5 megapixel Qualcomm Snapdragon 675, 16 centimeter 6.3 inch Full HD Plus display, 4000 mAh battery. So let's keep this aside. This is the Redmi Note 7 Pro with all glass front and back. The back, as you can see, is reflective for the first time on a Note phone. It has a Gorilla Glass 5 on the back and on the front as well. So this is something really interesting. This makes the phone quite durable, and I mean, it stays void of scratches and doesn't crack that easily because it's protected by Gorilla Glass, Corning's Gorilla Glass. And this is how the device looks. It has the same footprint as the Redmi Note 6 Pro and Redmi Note 5 Pro, but due to smaller bezels, it has got a bigger display, a 6.3 inch display. And on the front, as you can see, there have been some changes. The display is 6.3 inch, and this new notch is just made its way to Redmi Note phone. It's called dot notch display by Xiaomi. It has got, and because of this smaller shrunken notch, the aspect ratio of the screen has turned to 19.5:9 from 18:9. So this is a 19.5:9 display. Again, both the glasses are 2.5D curved glasses, so there's slight curve on the edges of the glass on both the sides, so that you have a good in-hand feel when you hold it in your hand, and that is also something good. And you can see that there's an insignificant chin at the bottom of the screen, and there are black borders around the screen, so it's not completely bezel-less, but yeah, still it has a large real estate for display this time. And I'll just take you through the device ports and connectivities. So on the left hand side, there's a dual SIM tray which is hybrid. You can put a micro SD card slot as well. There's a dual camera setup here. No, there is no notification light, and if there is any, because we don't know about it, if there is any, we'll surely let you know once we start using the device. We haven't got a chance to just notice all these small details about the phone. So yeah, on the right hand side, there's a volume rocker key, then there's a power key at the bottom. If you haven't noticed, the black phone has black metal sides, so the rim that surrounds the phone is black in color. And similarly, on the red and the blue variants also, the sides are colored on the as per the body. So blue phone has a blue side chassis, the bumper, and the red phone has red colored rim around the phone. Yeah, and for the first time ever on a Redmi Note phone, you get a USB Type-C port, which also supports Quick Charge 4.0, although you don't get Quick Charge 4 charging adapters in India, but you can always buy Quick Charge 3.0 adapter if you want fast charging on your phone, it is available on me.com if you wish to buy one. There's a fingerprint sensor in the center. So if you agree with me, I mean, I don't know if you know this or not, but this design is something similar to what we have seen on Honor phones recently. Especially the back. The back looks quite similar to Honor, but not bad at all. It's not a bad thing. After all, Xiaomi is moving from metal body to a glass body after a very long time. And on top, as you can see, there's a 3.5mm headphone jack, an IR blaster to turn your phone into a universal remote. You can control your TV, AC and other appliances that you use with remote control. Yeah, so I've shown you the bottom, I've shown you the top, right and left. So by the time we get into the device, I'll show you guys. Just a second. Don't you think we should have a search option here also? Because it gets irritating to find your, keep scrolling and find your country. Here it is, India. Let's set it up. So by the time we are setting up the phone, I'll just show you guys what else is in the box. So here's the charger, which is stuck inside. Yeah, so here's the charger. You can see the power rating also. This is not a fast charger. If you guys are wondering if this is a fast charger or not, this is not a fast charger. You get a USB Type-C cable because Xiaomi has upgraded to USB Type-C from micro USB finally, and it's good in a way. And then there's a SIM ejection pin. So this is not a retail box, guys, please note that this is a reviewer's box. You will also be getting a soft back cover inside the retail box. So you will get a charger, cable, a back cover, and the usual documents that you get on the phone. Let's skip it for now. Skip. Considering it's a 13999 phone or a 16999 phone, by the time it sets up, I'll just take you through the specifications of the phone. It comes with Qualcomm Snapdragon 675. It's an octa-core Qualcomm processor chipset, I mean, which has two Cryo 460 cores, which are also used on the flagship Snapdragon 855, and these are gold cores and used for high performance tasks like gaming. So basically it's dedicated to gaming on this phone. You will feel the thump and the boost in speed because of these high performance cores, and it is paired with Adreno 612 GPU, and the architecture is 11nm FinFET architecture. Is based on latest architecture, chipset architecture. So Xiaomi has big claims about the speed and performance of this phone. So this comes in 4GB variant and 6GB variant. So 4GB RAM variant comes with 64GB of storage, and the 6GB RAM variant comes with 128GB of storage, which is the costlier version. It comes with for 16999, and it can be the storage can be expanded up to 256GB using micro SD card slot. And the battery is 4000 mAh, which is a standard on most Redmi phones. I mean, since I remember the Redmi Note 4, Redmi Note 4 5 Pro and Redmi Note 6 Pro, all the phones had 4000 mAh battery, and this one also has a 4000 mAh battery with quick charge 4. The inbox charger is 10-watt charger, which is not quick charge, but yeah, you can always buy one. It comes for less than 500 rupees on me.com, so you can always go and buy it. Now, since the phone is on, I'll tell you about the software. This is the latest MIUI 10 version of Xiaomi's own custom ROM, which is built on Android 9.0 Pie. So you get the latest software on this phone, which is a very impressive part. And the MIUI looks more or less the same as we saw it on the previous Note 6 Pro, but the performance here, the optimization here is slightly better because of the chipset. And yeah, let's go to the camera. Hello. So a camera is the highlight of this phone. It gets a whopping 48 megapixel camera, a primary camera on the back, and the secondary sensor is 5 megapixel, which is used for capturing depth for the blur effect and portrait images that you get on your pictures. And for the key highlight is that it uses Sony IMX586 sensor, which is a flagship sensor, the only sensor which can support up to 48 megapixel of camera. And there's a 1.79 f1.79 aperture, which means the low light performance should be promising on this phone, because the Mi A2, which has a phenomenal low light performance, has f1.75 aperture, and this one has 1.79. This has got phase detection autofocus. The secondary camera, as I told you, is 5 megapixel depth sensing camera. The front camera is 13 megapixel, and those who record videos on their phone can record 4K videos at 30 fps with EIS, so that your videos are electrically stabilized, so there's no optical image stabilization, but you'll still get slightly stable videos compared to the usual videos. And the camera gets a lot of AI modes, as you can see here. This is the AI camera. This gets AI scene detection, AI portrait selfie. So scene detection is basically the feature. If you have to click a 48 megapixel photo, it's not set by default here. If you are clicking a photo like this, and this is a photo coming from 12 megapixel sensor, but if you have to switch to a 48 megapixel sensor, then you have to go to this option, then switch to 48 megapixel, and then you will be able to click a 48 megapixel picture. So by default, Xiaomi has hidden the 48 megapixel mode, because there is a reason behind that. The Xiaomi has told us that if they would have put the 48 megapixel mode as by default, the photo size goes up to 15 to 22 to 25 MB per photo. So for those who don't know, or they are not aware that it clicks 48 megapixel photo, their phones will be full with photos, and the memory they'll run out of memory because of the large size of the photo. So they have given an option to switch between 48 megapixel and the normal sensor. So if you want to get more details, you can always go to the setting or to the Pro mode to get 48 megapixel pictures. And it also gets a night mode, which uses pixel binning technology to give you more details and light in low light pictures, similar to what we saw on the OnePlus 60. There's a night mode in there in that phone also. Similarly, this phone also gets a night mode to get better details and better stabilized shots. The 4GB variant of this phone is coming for 13,999, and the 6GB RAM variant is coming for 16,999. If you guys have any more questions about the phone, you can always ask in the comment section. I think I have covered almost everything about the phone. Software, design, camera, and performance. So we'll be testing the phone, we'll be doing the full review by 8th of March, because that is the date when Xiaomi has plans to allow us to post the full reviews. And until then, if you have any question about the phone, you can always text us on Facebook or tag us on Twitter to ask with the question. And yeah, that is about the phone. Tell us how you like the phone and what do you expect from it. There's not much about the phone right now to tell you guys about, but we'll be back on public demand, so let us know if there's any query. Bye bye guys, see you in the next video.